Hi guys, and welcome back to another video where I will play some rapid game and share my thoughts with you. So the game has just started with one e4 and we will play the Sicilian defense today. c5, knight f3, okay, open Sicilian, e6, d4, let's take this and let's attack the e4 pawn. Okay, white just defends and we will go for the Sicilian for knights. White has a couple of options. One of the most popular things is to go knight to b5, trying to jump here with a check. And now black has a couple of options, playing d6, which surely leads to some Sveshnikov variation after bishop f4, e5, bishop g5. I usually don't do this. I either play bishop b4, pinning the knight, or play bishop c5, allowing the knight to jump. And we will play this one. Now they have the option to jump here or to threaten a fork on c7. And both are good moves. Apart from that, I think all the other moves are a bit inferior. So white should decide either go bishop f4 or knight d6. After knight d6, we go here, attack the knight, and then if the knight trades here, we will just take, and we are way ahead in development, so they usually protect the knight. So knight check, king e7, bishop f4, and then we hit the bishop, threatening to win the knight. So the knight then usually jumps here, we retreat the king, and then the bishop needs to move because it's attacked, and all this is quite fine. Okay, we play king e7 as planned, attacking the knight, and white knows the theory, protecting the knight, and we will hit the bishop. Now the knight is in danger. If the knight exchanges here, we will get a lead in development. So the knight usually gives this check here so that we need to move the king again. King goes here, protecting the pawn. And now white has a choice between g5 and e3 with his bishop. The disadvantage of going to e3 is that the knight could not reroute to d5, so white is doing it all right, playing bishop g5. And now I must think. We can play h6 or d6. I think both are possible, but let's see. If I play d6, they cannot attack the f6 knight, because then we have some tactics with bishop takes on f2, followed by knight e4 check, winning this bishop. So let's go for d6, as this sets a little trap. Knight d5 is a losing move, in fact. And also we are kind of ready sometimes to take on f5. Also, we are ready to sometimes play something like h6, asking this bishop where to go. So I think bishop c4 is a normal move here. Also maybe knight to e3 is a normal move. I'm not 100% sure about this one, as I don't really play this from the white side. But I think knight e3 or bishop c4 are fine. Bishop f6 is a bit premature, because usually we need to waste one tempo to ask the bishop what to do, so white shouldn't be too interested in clearing the fronts himself without being asked. So let's see. Also, we have a slight advantage on the clock, which is fine. Let's see what will he do. Let's go into this a bit. If knight d5, we can check here. If the king takes, we take here with check and we win the bishop. If the king doesn't take, then oh, this is a blunder. Okay, we take. If he takes, then we are clearly winning, because we win a second pawn and then regain the piece. But if king e2, I think it's just better for black. And as far as I recall, queen a5 is even stronger here. Bishop f2 is easy and good, but we will figure out why this is even better. So bishop d2 they play, but I think now we can play bishop f2. If the king takes, we have a check, and then we pick up this knight. This I'm playing from memory actually, but I think my memory is okay here, so let's figure out the details. So if bishop f2, king f2 is easy, but what if the king goes to e2? Then our queen is hanging, and also our bishop is hanging. Then we need to be a bit careful. What do we play then? We need to have an answer. King e2. If I give a check, king could go here, because if he goes to f2, I still have the same combination, like take with a check and then pick up this guy. But if king f3, I'm not 100% sure. But wait, takes king e2. Can we maybe take here? That would be too nice, but maybe it's working. Then the only way is to take our queen, and then maybe we can take here. Then we threaten to win the white queen, and we also threaten this one. There are some huge threats, but also we are material down, so this might be risky. But maybe there is a simpler line. Bishop f2, the only thing I'm worrying about is this one. But maybe if we take here, then we are 4 points up. He takes here. He's 5 points up. Then I give a check. He takes here. He's 8 points up. I take the queen. I'm 1 point up. But his bishop is also still hanging. Okay, this is not as convincing as I thought, but I think it's fine. We're material up in the final position. The only question is like, how good is it? And my memory says this is still the correct move. Let's see if he actually will find this one. Otherwise it's easy. Otherwise we just take here. But if king e2, I need to think again. But we have this solution with bishop f5, which seems very okay. And if it will actually happen, then okay, we will figure out details. Maybe we have something even stronger. Like, let's think. King e2, knight takes e4. He must take the queen. We're 7 points down because we have 2 pawns only. We take here, we are 4 pawns down, but we threaten to win the queen. 4 points down, threatening to win the queen and to win this bishop. Can this go? Can this work? I actually think it can work. Not so sure. Okay, let's see. What are the options? Can I just play a silent move? Maybe he will hit me. Okay, if I take here again. Let's start with this capture. He can still not take there because knight e4 check. Also I threaten his queen, so he will take here. Then I will give a check with the bishop. He will take my bishop. I will take his queen. I'm not material up in the final position, I think, because I will lose this guy. But still, I'm not material down. I think I kind of messed it up, but can we go for something even sharper? That would be nice, but I'm not so convinced. Knight e4, bishop a5, bishop f5. h3. I think h3 is really the only saving move. Otherwise I will checkmate. So maybe I should go a bit deeper there. Maybe I can then just take there. Yeah, I will go for it. It's a bit risky, but let's see. If he takes here, I will take here, threatening to win the queen and also threatening mate. If h3, maybe there are some forks on g3 later, the king is still in danger, and at the minimum I take here. Then I'm just 1 point of material down. And I have a huge position, I think. Okay, let's take here. Now this, it's not threatening mate, but I was considering queen here, and then it would be actually mate, or yeah, like winning the queen, then it's over. And if the queen goes to some very passive square, I can also jump like this. h3, then I think I will take the bishop, but maybe I can even jump here to the center, because the king is really not having a lot of squares. Maybe I will jump here. Oh, 93, I blundered this one. That's maybe a good move. Let's think. Okay, I could trade and take this guy, but then he will hit my knight. That doesn't look that great. Can also check here. If he gives back the material, I will take, he will take. Ooh, that's bad material-wise for me. Okay, if I just remove the bishop, I don't really threaten to win the queen, but maybe I threaten to just play knight d4. I don't like my position and my decision. I could take and take, but then he is getting out his pieces. So let's keep the tension. Maybe with knight d4 I have some chances, but also this move is maybe a bit annoying. Also, sadly, this doesn't work because there is still g4. Okay, he wants to trade. Now I could jump here. If the queen takes, I take, bishop takes, then it's kind of equalish. Maybe that's a good moment to get out into something equalish, because I don't think he will play the king here. It seems very risky going into all those discovered checks, so I think he will give the queen, and then we will trade a lot, and it's materially equal, so maybe we can outplay him from there. But I should have played the simple bishop f2 instead of this queen a5 if I don't know the details, because it was kind of too hard. But we will check it after the game. So, okay, he must basically take. Then we will take with the pawn. Okay, maybe he doesn't have to. But here it feels very hard to believe that we don't have a crushing attack. Maybe I just give a check here. King goes somewhere. If king d2, I can repeat. And if king goes to c3, I take here. We have a lot of material. I think he should give the queen. That's my feeling. Then after take, I will take. King takes, takes, king. Oh, he goes for that. Okay. Let's see. This discovery looks quite good, in my opinion. Could also try to get the rook, which is not stupid, I think. If I get the rook and lose nothing in return, I'm maybe even material up. But actually, let's first test him, because I think if he is avoiding the repetition, it's even worse for him, because his king is running to some even unsafer spots, and I don't mind if I win the rook or the knight. I think maybe it's even better to win the knight, because the knight is doing much more at the moment. So I think he should go here, and then we can still repeat, but he's going there. Okay, we will take the knight first. Oh, did we miss something attacking here? Don't think so, but now my feeling is the attack is very, very strong. Okay, and this is very double-edged, but let's attack the king. Maybe there should be some mating, but if he goes there, how do we do it? I think we just need to keep the control, not lose the d6 pawn. That's a challenge, but also we will have a check here. That's very important. Yes, I start liking that. And the king is just very, very weak here. So if king b4, I will give this check, and if king here, then maybe we can play king e7, threatening bishop e4, mate. This I also like. King d5, I play here. Cannot do so much against this bishop e4 mate. There are no more lines. If he goes here, king e7. So let's double check this. Can he take our knight? Then bishop e4 is mate. All right. If he doesn't take the knight, I don't care. He has a check, but I can just block it. And then bishop e4 is still mate. If he plays the bishop here, I will just take it with the bishop. Still threatening mate. So this looks all fine, I think. He cannot even run further, so... Okay, let's see. He takes there. Oh, it's not mate here. But he's giving material, so... Let's first take the material. Maybe it was inaccurate, but I don't have so much time left, so I think it's more practical to take it. Now I have 3 pieces versus the queen, and I would even be winning if I have nothing concrete. Okay, let's check the king here. King needs to go back. And then let's do this. Now the king won't come here again. Maybe we can do the same stuff. The king is still in big danger. Maybe this is a threat. Okay, it's looking very complicated. Oh, no, we're threatening mate now. That's good. That's good news. This square is protected. Okay, he goes there. Do we have any discovery here? Let's go here. I'm not so sure. But still, the king is in a lot of danger. It seems like that. If king goes here, I will go play rook b8. This knight cannot be taken because of this check. Okay, let's do this. If the knight goes here, we have a discovery. And anyway, this is a big threat. This discovery here. Also, if the king runs away to c2, we can attack him again. And there are no safe spots. Maybe the king should try to hide away. But it's not in time. I still think it should be very much winning. But okay, he goes there. This looks very, very dangerous for him. Okay, let's give a check. If the king goes there, we bring in this bishop. If the king goes there, we bring in this bishop. The king is going there. We will check here. Goes here. Oh, that's maybe a bit dangerous, but still we can stabilize. There is just one threat on g7 and we can keep it under control. Also, let's not miss some. Ooh, he goes there, but we have an intermediate check. I think this is winning the game instantly. Now his bishop is hanging as well, and now we will consolidate. We are like 2 knights up. We just should manage with the time. Okay, let's go here. Let's give a check. Let's come around. Let's give another check. Let's go in. Okay, let's trade. Now let's try to trade it all. And it's mate. Okay, the finish, it was maybe a bit lucky that we managed in time, but I think it was a fun game. Let's see what went wrong. So 95 should be a mistake. Let's see. But yes, okay. Queen a5, my memory was correct, but bishop f2 I think would have been much more practical. So after this and this, Okay, bishop f2 was correct, and king e2 is the only fighting chance. And it's indeed just protecting the bishop or giving a check, but here I didn't see what to do here. And then protect the bishop. Okay. The game I was kind of afraid of something like b4. Okay, and it was correct to be afraid because there is only one move, which is not losing the game. Okay. Very instructive. Still I don't see it because here... Okay, then I have another check. But again, only move. Otherwise I would be in trouble because the discoveries are not dangerous because the queen is hanging. So maybe next time I should just play bishop f2 if I want to keep it simple. King e2 only move. And here I can actually give up my queen, but I can also play something like this and just be better because I'm a pawn up. Maybe I should be happy with this if I want to keep it simple. But queen a5, it was not the mistake. The mistake was probably knight takes e4. Now I have even a losing position, but it's very complicated. Okay, this h3 move, which I calculated, it is not saving white because we come in here, knight e4, and the attack continues. And I will win this guy, and the attack is still going on. Okay, let's figure out why is it bad to take here. g4. Okay, it's not entirely bad. I thought this was playable, but... Okay, white is able to really coordinate a bit, and so it's not so clear. Okay, 93, good move. Okay, and now he kind of misplayed it. He shouldn't allow knight d4. That's a big threat, and he overlooked it. So bishop e1, mistake. And now after this, this is not equal. I thought it would be equal. Okay, okay. Oh, not like this, of course. Rook e8. I'm pawn up already. Okay, I just thought if I take here, I'm pawn up. But I thought it's a bit greedy because he will get in his rooks quickly. But if I'm a pawn up here, then it's clear I have the advantage. Okay, so white is already in trouble here, and this was indeed best. I didn't expect that, and he should go back. But as I expected going forward, it's more dangerous, and now he's just lost. Okay, b5 was good. Now it's mate in 4. Okay, let's figure this out. I missed that one. Okay, I saw the first move from the engine. There are not so many lines, so he must take here. And now it's mate in 3. We should figure this one out ourselves. I always recommend this. Like, when you see there is a solution, try to find it on your own. Let's see, a lot of stuff is hanging. Should we play a silent move to protect everything and then come here? I don't think so. Maybe this check here is interesting. Where can he go? If he goes to e5, rook e8. That's a nice mate. If he goes to c7, knight here, king here, rook here, mate. Okay, let's check it again. If I go here, he has just two options, here and here. If he takes on e5, rook e8 is easy. If he goes there, I have this one. King can only go to the d file. But he can only go to d7, no d6, because the knight protects. With king d7, rook to d8. Okay, let's check it with the engine. Okay, there are many mates, but this is a forcing one with check. King here, knight d6. Okay, got that one. That's fine. So, okay, I missed this mate, but I hope I didn't spoil the winning position. This check, f6. Still, it's a mating net. I missed a mate in 1. Okay, that's really bad. Bishop f7, but still, this is completely over. But the technique is not so nice. But yeah, when you're in time trouble, you should not look 30 seconds for the mate, because if you fail to find it, then you fail to win the game. So I think it was okay from a practical point of view. He got out, but we got to play easy moves. Now again, missed the mate. Okay, that's a shame. But okay, here mate is coming. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we are around here. Okay, I took the other discovery, and it's a huge attack as well. He needs to give up the queen. Okay, that's why he did it. I didn't understand. But now it's completely over. Of course, not mating, but we can play it quickly. Okay, again mates, but in time trouble, I didn't care. So I hope it was fun. I thought it was very fun to chase the king, even though the start was not correct. So remember this, don't do the same mistake. 95 is a blunder, but you need to know how to punish it. This is maybe easier to go bishop f2, but queen a5 is stronger, but maybe when you rely on memory, you should know that after bishop f2, king e2, you must either give this check or go here. Not like I did in the game. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.